it also has some interesting elements with the tools that you're given.
Okay.
So the one of the basic tools is cutting edges.
This is tiny bubbles, right?
Yeah, tiny bubbles. So we're cutting edges. You can break outside edges like that, and then the bubbles come together using the bubble physics. Or you can also break interior edges.
Yeah.
So in this case, if I break the edge between these two different colors, they'll mix and make a fourth orange. You need at least 4 to match and deflate.
Okay.
So the deflation comes in later on in the game, where so every level has a different goal, and this goal, the goal is to fit inside that blinking circle that was just there.
Okay.
So I want to shrink everything to get smaller.
Yeah.
But I can't exceed the outside boundary.
Okay.
This fish is also blowing bubbles, so every time I make a move, he makes a move.
Oh.
So I'm gonna dump some blues here. This is my current move. I'm gonna dump some blues in here, and then I'm gonna mix them to make green with the yellow.
Okay. So those guys.
So, and every time I make a move, he's making a move as well.
Yeah.
So
why did they pop? Like, what was the trigger for that?
Well, so if I match 4 or more, that if they touch, then they deflate.
Okay.
So I only had 3 there, so they weren't deflating. If I had this 4th, but it's a real-time game, so I can actually go in here and add to that. And I make a really long chain, and then those come together and will cascade. So I'm about to win here.
Oh, there you
go.
go.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's the goal of that level.
That's super cool.
Thanks. So there's actually two parts of the game. There's the arcade half, which is with that fish, and you get kind of random moves. They're not completely random. I can control the probabilities, kind of like a card deck. So that way I can give the player like a different, interesting strategy every time they play a level. It's not like typical games, color matching games, where you just like playing the same mechanic over and over.
Yeah.
I definitely play with different strategies and all these different levels. We're playing with something new with this whole like bubble physics mechanics.
Can you show us like a harder level?
Definitely, yeah. I just want to say one more thing.
Yeah.
The puzzle worlds are these 3 down here.
Yeah.
And they're more like what we've been playing so far, where you get a fixed number of moves, and there's really only like one solution.
Okay.
So some people like those like stumper kind of puzzles. Some people like the arcade stuff. I'm going to show you. I don't want to get too crazy because it does. Sometimes some of the levels have like crazy number of mechanics, but let me just show you like another basic one. So we also have creatures that are in the bubbles. Yeah. These black bubbles are shadow bubbles that are indestructible. Okay. So I can't like fill them or cut the edges. My goal here is to give every star at least 1 friend. Okay. So that means I need to shrink these and bring these guys together. So let's try that out. I can also break edges to like move colors over by like combining the colors. Okay. So I'm just gonna try and make orange over here. I don't have enough yet.
Color mixing is really cool. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, it's really different. So I got 4 there. I'm bringing them in. You see the physics does some weird things where the bubbles like twist together. Yeah. I'm gonna try and push this one over and match that one. And come on. Not quite enough. Didn't make it. Not quite enough pressure to do it.
That's crazy.
So there's another mechanic going on here, which I didn't do a very good job with. But if you collect 10 of any one color, you get 5 more moves.
Oh wow.
So sometimes you're trying to like manage like which colors you're matching in order to get enough moves to win.
You've got a lot to think about.
I know this is my own game, but I'm like doing a bad job of it.
That's okay.
So another thing you do later in the game is you get wild bubbles. So if you match 5 or more, you can get a wild bubble. So let me try and make one here. I'm gonna try and bring these greens together. So I got 3 here and 2 there. So if I can get one in between, I'll get a long chain. I'm about to exceed the boundary here. Oh, they see those urchins came in. They're gonna pop my bubbles if I'm not careful. Okay, there I got a long chain. So that makes a wild in the last move I made. But the wild will match like will be one of my colors here. So I can make 3 reds and I'm gonna make a purple right here. So I have 4 purples and 5 reds, 6 reds there.
And they'll all go together.
So it'll match with both, and then it releases 1 color for every one that it matched with. So it's a way of accelerating your collection. Yeah. So I just got 5 more moves for that.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can use the wilds to like do some other cool things.
That's awesome.
Okay, let me go crazy and show you something really complicated.
It looks like there's a lot of levels. How many are you gonna try and ship with?
There's 180 levels in the game right now. And that's probably what I'm going to ship with initially.
Okay.
I might add more later.
Okay.
This is an older iPad, so it's a little bit slow when I zoom out to show all this stuff. But yeah, you can see I'm playing with different strategies in every game. This one introduces has a jelly crab in it.
Yeah.
So this one has multiple goals. You're trying to collect a certain number of stars, and you have to also use all your moves. So I can naively like start filling bubbles, but what's going to happen is these are going to deflate, and the crab's going to be pulled over to the stars, and he's going to come after them.
Oh wow!
And that's game over.
Oh man!
So it's not just about matching. Sometimes it's about not matching and being real careful about how you play.
Interesting.
I mean, like mechanics you managed to shove together.
Yeah, I know I did. Well, realize this is like level, like this is World 3, like, you know, it'd be like you played through all these levels and you're building your mastery up to that point where I can throw, like, look at all the mechanics in this level, for example. This is a really hard level, but I've got, the goal is to collect 10 of green and red and protect the stars, but I also have that bounty where I collect 10 of any one color, get +5 moves. I've got the wilds going on. I've already lost because I wasn't doing the right thing. But yeah, so there's a lot going on in later levels. But
cool. So when do you think it's coming out?
So we're shooting for October sometime. You know, I gotta coordinate with everybody on when the best ship time is, but I've got to do achievements. So I want to do localization, some other things, but yeah, it's getting close. Let me show you a puzzle game real quick. So these puzzles are like, you're given like 6 moves in this case, and I got to figure out, you know, how to get this star to the outside edge so he can escape. If I just start matching like this, these are going to deflate, and then the crab's going to get him.
Oh, too late, he's dead.
And I lose. So I have to figure out. I'm just going to show you the answer. I have to actually mix and change the color over here.
You went to like the arcade ones, mine were like super fun, all this stuff.
So that it blocks him from, it doesn't match, and then it blocks him from getting in there. I actually didn't do the right thing, but. And then you break the outside edge and he escapes.
Like the animation, so it's like that tree roll kind of thing.
Yeah.
Very cool. So tiny bubbles.
Great.